What would you do if you were 3 weeks away from losing the only thing your father ever built? Not a car, not a savings account. The house. The one with the scuff mark on the hallway wall where you measured your height every birthday. The one that smelled like his cologne on Sunday mornings. That house. And nobody would buy it. Marcus Webb was 38 years old, living in Cleveland, Ohio, and drowning in silence. His father, Ray, a man who worked double shifts at a steel plant for 4 decades, had suffered a massive stroke. The medical bills had piled up to $340,000, and the only asset Marcus had was the house on Cartwright Lane. Worth $600,000 on paper. He'd listed it with 3 realtors. He'd cut the price twice. He'd held open houses where the only visitor was a neighbor who came for the free cookies. 214 days on the market. Not one offer. See, in 2024, rising mortgage rates had frozen buyers solid. People who wanted a $600,000 home couldn't get approved for the loan. The market wasn't just slow, it was a flat line. Every night, Marcus sat at his father's kitchen table under a flickering bulb Ray never got around to fixing, surrounded by past due notices and insurance denial letters, while his dad sat in the next room, some nights not even recognizing his own son's face. The foreclosure notice came on a Thursday. 3 weeks. That's all he had left. Here's something most people don't know. Princeton University researchers found that financial desperation literally shrinks your thinking. Chronic money stress floods the part of your brain responsible for creative problem-solving with cortisol, the same stress hormone that kicks in during a car accident. It costs you the equivalent of 13 IQ points. Marcus wasn't stupid. He was chemically trapped, and the answer he needed was sitting right in front of him. He just couldn't see it yet. On a Tuesday morning, Marcus walked into Rudy's Diner on Euclid Avenue. He wasn't there for the food. He was there because he didn't know where else to go. He ordered a black coffee and stared into it like it owed him an answer. That's when a voice came from the corner booth. "Son, you look like a man trying to sell a diamond to people who only carry $5. Marcus looked up. An old man, maybe 78, white button shirt, no phone, no watch, just a newspaper and the kind of calm that takes a lifetime to earn. His name was Harold Finch, a retired property attorney who'd seen every version of this city's heartbreak. Marcus told him everything, and for the first time in months, someone actually listened. No advice, no interruptions, just listened. Then Harold folded his newspaper, looked Marcus dead in the eyes, and said, "Stop trying to find one person with $600,000. Find 60,000 people with $10 and give them a dream." Marcus didn't sleep that night. By 3 a.m., he had it. A raffle. $25 a ticket. 100,000 maximum entries. Fully legal, structured as a contest with a simple tiebreaker question, exactly how Harold walked him through it. He built a website in 48 hours, spent $0 on ads, and then he picked up his phone, walked into his dad's bedroom, pressed record, and just talked. "This is my father's house. He built it with his hands. I can't let the bank take it. One ticket might change your life. It already changed mine." No ring light, no script, no editor. Just a son who loved his dad. 2 million views, 72 hours. Local news, then a Chicago podcast, then NBC. National. Morning television. 94,000 tickets sold in 11 days. Marcus sat in that same kitchen, under that same flickering bulb. But this time, his hands were shaking for a completely different reason. His father's medical debt, paid. The foreclosure, gone. After taxes, legal fees, and the home transfer, Marcus walked away with $1.1 million. The winner was a 34-year-old school teacher from Memphis, Tennessee. Her name was Diana Torres. She'd bought 2 tickets on a Tuesday night while waiting for her laundry to dry, barely thinking about it. When they called her name, she covered her mouth with both hands and cried. And Marcus, watching through a phone screen, cried with her. A total stranger. Crying together over a house neither of them expected to change their lives. That afternoon, Marcus's dad was having a good day, one of the clear ones. He looked at his son and glanced up at the ceiling light, still flickering after all these years, and said, "That bulb. I always meant to fix that." Marcus laughed until he cried, because sometimes the things that are broken are also the things that hold the most light. Here's what I want you to take from Marcus's story today. The market didn't change. The house didn't change. The price didn't change. The strategy did. You are not stuck. You are just solving the right problem with the wrong tool. And somewhere out there, there's a Harold Finch waiting in a corner booth, ready to hand you the one idea that rewrites everything. But you have to walk into the diner first. If this story hit you somewhere real, share it with one person who's fighting a battle nobody knows about. Drop in the comments, what's the one thing in your life you've been trying to sell the wrong way? Your answer might be someone else's breakthrough. And if you're new here, welcome. We tell stories like this every single week. Hit subscribe, because the next story might be yours.